This is one last attempt to ask the government to call off, please, tomorrow's increase in the minimum wage. If it goes through tomorrow, the government will not be able to say that they did everything they possibly could to help this economy survive this crisis. This increase is huge. It's $1.20 an hour. There is a good chance it will cost us jobs in the long run. Even the OECD warned the government to slow the increases down because it could cost jobs. The government's own advice from officials released this year shows it will cost us as many as 7,500 jobs that are never created because they're too expensive. Remember, we're not just counting tomorrow's increase, right? This will be the third hike in the minimum wage in 2 years. Tomorrow, it will be $3.15 an hour higher than it was 2 years ago. Now, of course, people at the bottom should earn more, but right now is not the time. We're in an economic crisis like none of us have ever seen before. We are facing predictions on the high side of as much as 30% unemployment. When you have numbers like that, when you have jobs being cut by their thousands, the very last thing you do is raise wages. It doesn't make any economic sense. This is bloody mindedness from the government. It is a political decision to fulfill a promise to a voting base. It's not clever because there are better and smarter ways of doing what you promised, but just not doing it right now. Defer it for 6 months, for example. Backdate it if you want to. Have they even thought of those options? When we're through the worst of COVID-19 and we look back and assess the carnage that this has caused us economically, and we see that tomorrow's minimum wage increase made that recovery worse, this government will not be able to say that they did their best to get us through.